Hello and welcome to more Vintage Cube drafts. Continuing our streak of no power. Let's see. So, Is It Signet is really good. I think it is the best signet. Blue, red are the two colors that most want artifact mana. So I like Is It Signet. Chrome Mox is kind of a trap, but it is pretty good still. Like, just any 0 mana artifact is solid that taps for mana. Like, you can 2-for-1 yourself, but if you're like 2-for-1ing yourself in order to play something really busted, then it's totally fine. And there's a lot of ways to recoup card advantage in this cube. Other than that, I love Treachery, Sylvan Library, but these are like big splashy plays that I think are more replaceable. Kiki Jiki is good. Again, good with Splinter Twin and all that. I'm not a big fan of first picking it. I know a lot of people like the twin combo, and it is very powerful as well, but I don't know. I kind of want to take... Probably Is It Signet's got to be better than Chrome Mox. I love Chrome Mox, though. This card's just really, really good. Well, we got past a Mana Drain. So, it's pretty good. You know, Mana Drain's good with Ulamog, Dig Through Time. We got past a Mana Drain. Their pack must have been busted. I hope they took note that they passed a Mana Drain so that they keep blue open for us. Ooh, okay. Now we got some things. I love Metamorph. Big Teferi is super busted. It just can deal with any permanent. It draws you a bunch of cards. Untapping 2 lands is also very useful with Mana Drain. And then there's a Lotus Bloom. I don't think I'm going to take Lotus Bloom here. That card's good. And also Hostage Taker. I honestly don't know what's better between a Hostage Taker and a Teferi in this cube, because Hostage Taker stealing artifacts is so relevant a lot of the time. Like, you can do like turn 2 Signet, turn 3 Hostage Taker, take their thing. And you're so far ahead. Also, Teferi makes you play white, which I'm not a big fan of in general in this format. I mean, it's got like Swords, Path, and then it's got some good aggro creatures. And then a bunch of other nonsense. I don't think I'm taking Brawl. I kind of like Hostage Taker here. This card is very powerful in this format. Okay, there's a Time Twister. I'm down for Time Twister. Good with Mana Drain. We got a Signet. There's some planeswalkers and whatnot, like a Blackleaf Cliffs, but let's take power. Well, I guess we technically got a 4th pick power, but getting past Mana Drain, I can't really complain. And then there's this pack. So, Frantic Search is very, very good. Taiga's fine. Doesn't really work with what we have. We want blue sources mostly. Frantic Search is nice. It gives us outs to be Reanimator, even though I do openly say I don't like that archetype. It is good. It's also really good with like High Tide, Storm combo, good with Treasure Cruise. I'm going to take it. This card is way more powerful than it looks. The fact that it costs 0 mana is super good. Or sometimes it even nets mana. So it's like a ritual plus filters your draws. And, ooh, there's a Volcanic Island. We don't really need Tendrils. So I know people like taking Tendrils to say Storm is open. I really don't think you need Tendrils of Agony or like these specific Storm cards to actually win the game with a Storm deck. You can just as easily Storm into like an Eldrazi or something big and just kill them. And with 1000 Year Storm in the cube too, these become even less important, where you can just kill them with like a, I don't know, even Ancestral Recall targeting them copied a bunch of times can win, but Volcanic is way too good to pass up. And there's an Arid Mesa to fetch a Volcanic, make our mana a little bit better. Ooh, wait, there's also, the Scarab God gets a lot better when you have things like Hostage Taker in your deck. That way you can like get it back, and this is a legitimate, like a legitimate card. If you like kill their creatures, get them back. That being said, I think good mana is pretty important, and let's just get good mana. I'd rather, this still leaves us outs to go Storm. Well, there's a Frenzy. Right now our deck, besides Mana Drain, is pretty good with Frenzy. There's also Exhume, if we want to go the Frantic Search route. I kind of want to go the Frenzy route. This card is fun in theory. It has never worked out so far, but one day we're gonna get it to work. Okay, we can take Imperial Seal. I kind of like Imperial Seal. There's also Botanical Sanctum, but having some kind of tutor effect is pretty nice. Well, Reanimator's definitely open with like Sphinx and Una's Prowler going around. We could take a Fire Blast, I guess. Because we're not going to be artifact-centric with Sphinx. And this deck could somehow turn into a weird blue-red deck with like base blue for like mana drain and like a draw 7. And then we're like aggro with Frenzy, Fire Blast, and all that. That's possible. And then we just cut Hostage Taker. I could see that happening. Wow, Lotus Bloom? Okay. Again, Reanimator's around, but Lotus Bloom is really good in this deck. I'll take it. And then Collective Defiance. Yeah, it's fine again if we want to go aggro. So we really want to see Tendrils wheel. I don't want someone else on Storm. I don't even know if I want to play Tendrils, but I just want it to be open one time. The problem with everybody forcing Storm is that everybody's forcing Storm, and then all of our decks end up bad. Ooh. I like that wheeling. Mana Flare is a really good card if you can use it right. Like playing it off a Signet or something, we can just go ham. Mana Flare, Frantic Search is the start of a pretty sweet deck. Okay, guys, chat. I think we did it. We got Tendrils, also Eidolon Wheeled, so we have two options here. Either between like mono red, aggro-ish, nonsense, boring stuff, or Storm. Probably trying Storm. We need to open like a Black Lotus. Like if we were gonna open Power, now would have been the time. Okay, so we didn't open Power. We can take... I promise I want a lot of cards from this pack. We can take a Lotus Petal. That's really good with draw 7s. It's also like really good with Frenzy. Maybe we can wheel a Gush. Gush is also super good. We want 1,000 Year Storm. That's... I think that win condition is much better. And... yeah, Bribery's good, but I'm actually going to take Petal here. I want to make a good Storm deck, so we got to focus. There's a Time Spiral. Chat, or viewers, and this isn't live. I just want everyone to know I'm actually passing Strip Mine. I've never passed that card before in my life, but we got to take Time Spiral here. With Mana Flare, you can go like turn 6, Mana Flare into Time Spiral, untap, and then just win the game. There's also a Dark Ritual. Passing Dimir Signet and Misty Rainforest, but... we could try and wheel a Ritual. Tendrils wheeled. Because these are not going to wheel. And our mana is a little bit sketch at the moment. We could take like a Signet here probably, but it's got to be Ritual. Ooh, oh, Demonic Tutor. Okay. Demonic Tutor is really good here. We're probably not wheeling Shelldock, but I think Demonic Tutor is too good to pass. We can even just grab like a Mana Drain or probably getting Frenzy or something like Time Spiral. Just Demonic Tutoring for draw 7s is really nice. There's our Entomb. So we can take Factor Fiction and try and wheel a Seething Song. I'm kind of down for that. Seething Song should come around, right? Seething Song is exactly the card this deck wants though, but nobody takes it. And it's a very good card. 3 mana at 5. Yeah, Foff has got to be better. Hopefully we can wheel it. Oh, fingers crossed. Palancron? Wow, this pack's pretty bad. There's Goblin Welder, which is okay with Lotus Bloom, but I think Palancron with a Mana Flare is probably the pick. I'm not sure if I'm going to play it, but if we get maybe a High Tide as well, then it could get there. Wow, Opposition? That's a great card. I don't think we want to plateau. Pyretic Ritual is pretty mediocre. There's a Heartbeat of Spring if we want to stretch our mana and go into green. I almost feel like it is worth taking just because like Heartbeat / Mana Flare into Time Spiral is such an easy way to win the game. Also with Palancron in play, now we have 2 ways to go infinite. And if we have both of them, then you need even less mana. Mystic Confluence is really nice too, and I think that's a good consideration, but I don't know. I kind of want to try the double mana here. We could take a Mana Confluence. That helps fix our mana a lot. Regrowth would be good in the deck too, but we need we need quite a few of these effects. I think Magic Online, I don't know. At least for the cube, having 2 copies of Mana Confluence instead of City of Brass. City of Brass is just such a bad experience playing Magic Online. Gosh, okay, we're in. We're in. I mean, this is kind of a non-bow with these, but still a great card. I really want Thousand Year Storm to come around, and then we want Lion's Eye Diamond plus Yawgmoth's Will. And then this deck, I mean, obviously like Black Lotus and all that would be good too. And any amount of Moxen. Moxen are always really good in Storm. Overgrown Tomb. That helps with our mana quite a bit, actually. Passing some nonsense. Let's do it. I just noticed how good stuff like Imperial Seal is actually with Experimental Frenzy. Because you can, like, seal a Lion's Eye Diamond to the top or something. Ooh, Dark Confidant. I don't think this is a Nexus of Fate deck. Actually, wait. Leovold is pretty good with both of our draw 7s, right? That's probably got to be better than Dark Confidant. Alright, well, I think we're in for that. There's the Lumbering Falls to help with the green. And Seething Song Wield. Okay. We're actually not even positive that we're red, but now we do have a good reason to go into red. And Leovold, Twister, and Spiral is pretty spicy. This deck is looking pretty good. We need cards to make this go faster and be more busted. Because right now, like, we have card draw and stuff, but we just do not have fast mana. And that's kind of the most important part of Storm decks. If we can get Thousand Year Storm, though, we got a lot of rituals at least. That'll give us a lot of fast mana. Still no power, wow. I think it's gotta be Badlands here. So Badlands off of Arid Mesa lets us fetch up black. And I think we probably do want to play red. These red cards are pretty good. Maybe we can wheel a Jitaxian Probe here. And we just gotta hope that good cards are open in these packs. It's pretty obvious by our wheels and all the cards that we're the only ones drafting Storm. So at this point, we just want good Storm cards in the packs. Like, can this deck even do a High Tide? I think this card is very powerful. And probably we do just need to take it. We're going to be heavy blue. And with High Tide, we want to make that even heavier blue. We're probably not going to wheel Compulsive Research, but I don't even know if we would play it in this deck. We probably would, but I'm going to take High Tide. It just has the most upside. Well, there's Mind's Desire. And, oh, never mind. Both of these are great. Let's see. With Mana Flare, Seething Song, Ritual, I don't even know if I want a Frenzy anymore. Thousand Year Storm is pretty good. We can turbo it out very quickly. And Mind's Desire is also really good. It can hit stuff like Time Spiral, Palancron. I think here's the thing. Nobody's in Storm. We're almost 100% positive of that. People could take this just as like a meme dream because it's new. Whereas people know if you're not in Storm, like this card does nothing for you. So I'm gonna take the Thousand Year Storm here. But that's an interesting decision. Like, what card do you take? I don't think we need Memory Jar with both Time Spiral and Time Twister. Again, we just need fast mana. Lion's Eye Diamond would be so good in this deck. There's Little Jace. There's also Young Pyromancer. Probably don't need Young Pyromancer. I think we're just going to... Probably our win condition is like Palancron plus Heartbeats combo. We can take a Chalice. So Chalice on 2. We don't have many 2-drops. Yeah, I kind of like Chalice on 2. Man, okay. I think this deck is like a Lion's Eye Diamond or like Black Lotus, any type of Moxen away from being very good. Without Moxen, these draw 7s are just not that good. Then this is why Storm is not like a good idea to draft, because you need to get very, very lucky to actually have a decent deck. Yeah, I guess I take a Toxic Deluge for the sideboard. Nykthos, Bizarre. I suppose Chart of Course is what we're taking. Yeah, I'll take a chart. Come on, LED. I just want one LED. We're not getting a Mox, I know that much. Mox Diamond would be pretty sick. I really kind of regret taking Is It Signet over Chrome Mox, but it's still, I mean, this card's still good. We didn't know we were going to get 2 draw 7s. And Frenzy, I don't think, so Fire Blast is kind of a funny win condition with 1000 Year Storm. Because you can just instant speed cast it. If we have 2 mountains. I guess we do have Badlands and Volcanic. Well, there's an Emrakul if the Mind's Desire ever gets there. Emrakul also gives us a way to shuffle. That being said, there is just a Faithless Looting. Huh. Yeah, I don't think we need an Emrakul. The thing is, I don't think we need a Looting either. Because we don't have Treasure Cruise. Treasure Cruise would be so good in this deck. But I guess I take Looting. Man, this deck was very close to being good, but we didn't get any of like the real power. I still think, I mean, we have a good shot at winning some games. It's just missing, like I said. I mean, if we are in green, Harmonize could maybe get there. Like Heartbeat into Harmonize. I don't think that's gonna happen though. We basically need to like hope for a Lotus Bloom into 1000 Year Storm. And if Mind's Desire wheels, I think I'll play it. I mean, Mana Flare and Heartbeat are like our ways to generate mana. So if we can set up like a nice mana drain into one of those, into Palancron, we're golden. And this is like, this is our only win condition. I think Frenzy's too bad in this deck. Frenzy makes the Palancron combo not possible. We have a lot of like 6s. Okay, Gitaxian Probe is nice. Yeah, I mean, Burst Lightning's okay with 1000 Year Storm, but Probe is definitely what we want here. And that's 20. I think I'm playing Lotus Petal as a land, but Lotus Bloom is not a land. So it's 25, so we need to make some cuts. Probably Pyretic Ritual is pretty bad. We could just cut all the red cards. Like, we could do this. And then play, like, a Harmonize. Ooh, Shardless Agent. Shardless Agent can cast Lotus Bloom. So it has 2 misses with Everflowing Chalice and Mana Drain. And Dark Ritual. Not a huge fan of that. Maybe we could just take an Assassin's Trophy, stay alive. Okay, Mind's Desire Wield. That's pretty good. Because we can... Yeah, we actually have a lot of good hits off Desire with Time Spiral and Palancron. Yeah, let's take Desire. Honestly, we might not be playing the red spells. It makes our... Ooh, Baby Jace? Okay, I'll take a Baby Jace. Well, we definitely have enough cards. So the red spells give us... I'll take a Corpse Dance, sure. Bizarre. So we could have had an absolutely busted Reanimator deck had we gone that route. We could have taken like Bizarre. We could have had Reanimate. But I don't think we actually saw any fatties as payoff. Maybe we didn't, I just missed it. So this is 23. With Chart a Course, Mana Drain, High Tide, both Demonic Tutor and Imperial Seal. Heartbeat is good, Time Twister. And then with the red spells, we have options of Frenzy, Mana Flare, Seething Song, and 1000 Year Storm. Let's look at how good our fixing is for red. So we have Volcanic Island, Arid Mesa, Badlands, Mana Confluence. So that's 4, 5, 6. So we have enough to at least splash 1000 Year Storm. Or Mana Flare. And I guess, what does this look like? What are we cutting for all of this? I feel like Dark Ritual is probably better than Seething Song, but I feel like we can have some really, really good turns of like Seething Song, play Thousand Year Storm, and then play like Petal, Dark Ritual, something into Mind's Desire or Time Spiral, and then go off. Maybe that's just a meme dream. I think I'm gonna cut Harmonize. We can make green our like very light splash here. I think I like Leovold. Could cut green too. Cut these two. And then just play red. What was I saying? This is a land, the rest aren't. So here's another option. The red, we have a lot better fixing for red. We only have 2 green sources, so I think Harmonize is a bit too ambitious. If you can say that about the deck. I think what I'm gonna do is side in Leovold against dirtily decks, because he's not that good against aggro decks. So like Leovold into Time Twister, it doesn't do a whole lot because they can just kill him or whatever. I like bringing him in round 2, I think. The 2 creatures we have are Palinchron and Hostage Taker. I do still like Hostage Taker, can take artifacts or whatever. Although, it being our only creature, maybe we just do this and then run Heartbeat for the full meme dream wombo combo. Yeah, let's go. We're gonna go all in Storm, I think. We might as well. This deck is very well set up. We want a lot of islands. 6-2-1-1. So right now we have 1 green spell in the whole deck and 3, 4, 5 green sources off the bloom. I don't actually think we need a forest. Red spells we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Mana Flare, Seething Song, and Thousand Year Storm. I feel like we don't want red either. We have plenty. And then 6 islands, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 blue, and then black. Really just for demonic, but right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We want a lot of islands for High Tide to get there. So we can like High Tide into Time Spiral and all that. We're splashing just a rogue Heartbeat, which I think is fine. We want it to be the only green spell we cast. And we have, I mean, we can get there. We basically want to cast this the turn we go off anyway. And we have a few ways to discard it. Oh, Faithless Looting. Do we need a Faithless Looting? It makes our red splash a bit more extreme. And we could play it instead of Heartbeat. Which then we can cut Lumbering Falls and add 1 mountain. Yeah, actually that's probably better. Because you don't want 2 of those in your hand at any time. So cut Lumbering Falls and add a mountain. At which point, we could add a Pyretic Ritual. This is hard. I really am struggling to build this deck right now. There's so many different ways we can go. We also should cut Overgrown Tomb in this case for a swamp. Swamp. Yeah, so it's Ritual. Oh, I didn't even realize we got the Steamkin back. Ritual and Frenzy. I don't think this deck needs Frenzy with so many draw 7s. Ritual is kind of fun, but it only adds 1 mana. I think Seething Song is the better ritual to play here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna run it like this. See you guys round 1. Oh, welcome to round 1. Oh, wow. This hand's very close, but I think we got a mulligan. 1 land is not enough. This hand's a keep, but I don't like it. Put the island on the bottom. We need to draw, we basically need to hit a draw 7 with this hand. Because we're not just gonna go like Lotus, Petal, Frantic, Search, Tendrils them. Ooh, Jace kind of does it. Let's lead with Swamp to play around Strip Mine, and then I really think we just go Volcanic Jace. Green black, okay. Pack Rat, you say. don't like that so much. So they can hit for 2, so we actually have to plus Jace. But we can outrace a pack rat, I believe. So let's cast this and just play Jace in plus. Okay. And I kind of want to save Frantic Search in case we draw like a Mana Flare or something. We would need 5 mana to go Mana Flare, Frantic Search, and then go off. The opponent's just hitting with pack rats, then the extra cards we give them don't matter so much, and we're gaining a bunch of life off the Jace too, which is good. Discard Damnation. Yeah, that seems right. So next turn they're gonna have 2 3/3s attacking, and he's going down to 3. So I think we just minus Jace at this point, because they can kill him. Well, plussing Jace gains us 3 life. That's what it does. Nah, I think I'd rather not have them have more cards. Let's go Chart a Course. Okay, discarding. So what do we Imperial Seal for? We can hit. We have no way to deal with all the rats. We got Toxic Deluge in the sideboard, which we should probably bring in. Let's discard. Probably don't need Chalice anymore. Oh, we only discarded 1. Okay, that's fine. Let's play Badlands. What am I sealing for? Maybe I wait a turn to see what we draw, and then we can decide. Because I still get a few more draw steps. Let's do that. And probably, because they're going to make more pack rats, I feel like we just seal for a Mana Flare. It's pretty obvious we're Storm, so if one has any Thought Seizes, that's pretty bad for us. Kiora. Okay. Well, Jace dies, we only take 2. Plussing Jace would have not killed him. I guess we'll see what they do next turn. Yep. Draw Seething Song. How much mana will we have? So we're gonna go Island here. We might actually be able to do this. So we can Imperial Seal for 1,000 Year Storm. And next turn we're gonna have 5 mana. So we use 3 of it to Seething Song, holding up blue-black. Then we have, wait, how much mana do we have? So Island here, right? Next turn we have 5. Seething Song is +2, so that gives us 7. That doesn't quite do it, does it? We can Gush into Seething Song and then Frantic Search. Actually, that might do it. Right? So we tap 2, cast Gush. No, that doesn't do it. That doesn't do it either, because we need the red sources to actually get there. This is really tough, like actually very tough. We can seal for Mana Flare and just hope to actually just have all the mana. That's probably got to be the pick. Because we can go Mana Flare, Frantic Search, and that's got to do it. Okay. Well, let's give it our all. Hope we don't die. Our opponent has not interacted with us thus far. I mean, attacking somewhat of interaction. Look, it's so tempting, just make 2 pack rats. Plusing Kiora. Just make 2 pack rats. That's what I want to see. That puts us on a 2-turn clock, right? These are 4/4s. That's 8 damage. Come on, make 2, please. You got 1. Okay, let's see another. Ah, they're smart. We might just die. So we have Mana Flare. So we have to go 1, 2, 3 for Seething Song first. If they counter this, then we're just dead. Okay, that resolved. So we can go Badlands, Mana Flare. Okay, let's tap for this. We can Gush. Gush makes like Time Spiral and stuff worse. So we can Frantic Search, and if we find something better than Gush, we can use it. Did we play land? We did play land this turn. So let's Frantic Search first. And we don't need that much red. Okay, Time Twister doesn't do it because it does not untap. I feel like we have to discard that and Gitaxian Probe. Because we need Gush. Yeah, I mean, we're dead this turn, right? Although, no, because we have a bunch of mana. Yeah, let's just take a Time Twister, right? We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think Time Twister's got to be the best pick here, and we'll just Gitaxian Probe, I guess. Just untap you, and you. Gitaxian Probe them, paying life. Because we can draw Time Spiral here, which would be even better. Mind Twist, Metamorph, and Delta. They didn't Mind Twist us? That is bold. Okay, well, let's Time Twister. And see what we draw. Frantic Search would be ideal. Seething Song. Okay, I think we can do this actually. So we need to save this blue. Let's Dark Ritual. Can we basically need to hit a bunch of stuff off this Gitaxian Probe. So we need red and blue for sure. We can... Actually, Seething Song is better than Dark Ritual, I think. So let's Seething Song here. Floating a blue, and then we can use that blue to cast 1000-Year Storm. And then we can hopefully hit tendrils off Gitaxian Probe. Right? So we use the red here. Float 1 blue. 5, 6. Yeah, this should get there actually, as long as they didn't draw a counterspell. Which their deck does not seem to have. No, you do? Oh god, that's so bad. What is 6 mana? Just repeal a mana flare. Okay. Oh, they just want to F6. Fair enough. Okay, I like that. Okay, so there's that. And then Thousand Year Storm. Then Dark Ritual. Get a lot of mana here. Cast Ataxian Probe. Draw a bunch of cards. Metamorph, Ophiomancer, Leovold's good against us, okay. And we just gotta draw a good black spell here. Oh my gosh. Okay, Demonic Tutor, that's game. We can Demonic Tutor a whole deck here. Dear lord. Alright, Demonic Tutor. Okay, let's get Tendrils. Let's get a Lotus Petal. What else do you guys want here? Doesn't really matter. Let's get a Mana Drain. No, let's stop playing with our food. Can we just hit done? Oh, you cannot fail to find? Okay. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. And then Tendrils you for like the most anyone has ever Tendrils someone for. This is why I play Magic the Gathering. Dead, 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 dead. Man, we could have gone like Lotus Petal, Frantic Search and all that. Oh, this deck's beautiful. Okay, so our opponent has shown very few ways to interact, actually. Aside from Pack Rat, which I kind of want to bring in the Deluge. And cut... Yeah, Deluge also kills Leovold, which we have no... If they get a Leovold in play, we're just dead. So, kind of got to do that. We can cut probably a Faithless Looting. I feel like this deck needs that the least. This is actually really powerful. Let's run it back. Alright, we are here. This hand is pretty bad. It's about a high tide away from winning, though. I think I'm going to keep... we could just use like a value Frantic Search here. But Gushed and Time Spiral do not interact very favorably. This is a good example of Faithless Looting being decent. Let's lead on Island. We don't know if our opponent has Strip Mines or whatever. But they look pretty set up for a creature matchup. And we just gotta hope to dodge a Leovold. Okay, let's play Island, pass turn. Please no Leovold. Oh no, that's the mana, that's the card, that's... Oh, we're safe. Everything's fine. We're like, again, we're like a high tide away from just winning. We can go like, maybe not next turn, but the following turn we can just go like high tide, Frantic Search, Time Spiral. How much mana do you need for high tide Palinchron? It's 4 plus 7 is 11, so you need 6 islands to go infinite. Okay, they revealed Swamp Island, okay. Time Twister. No, Time Twister kind of benefits our opponent more than us. But that kind of gives us an out, at least. Still saving Frantic Search. Basically, we just play lands and hope to naturally draw a high tide. Plow under. Well, I guess we gush now. That's a good use. Wait. We have Mana Drain. Let's Frantic Search first. Okay. Let's discard Island Badlands. We have an Is It Signet. We don't need that many lands because we're gonna Gush as well. And then hopefully we can hit Mana Drain off of this. But actually we don't even need to hit Mana Drain, do we? Just resolve, sure. Imperial Seal is interesting. Let's see what's in their hand. Paying life, because we're going to cast a Signet here. Oh, Reclamation Sage, Assassin's Trophy, Garruk Relentless Pack Rat. I guess we are not casting a Signet here. Arid Mesa. I mean, casting a Signet, actually, let's look at their hand again. So, I forget which land they had. Trophy is not good here. If we play Signet, their turn's going to be Rec Sage into Pack Rat. Whereas if we just go Mana Confluence, we can Imperial Seal for whatever we want. That kind of seems better. What do we want? That's the real question. So, I mean, we have the Mana Flare Time Spiral combo eventually. I mean, Garruk Relentless, like, their hand's not scary in the slightest. And I guess Assassin's Trophy can break up the Mana Flare combo. Let's just grab Toxic Deluge and kind of wait it out. I'm kind of fine with that. And I'm going to discard this Arid Mesa. So we kind of want them to play Garruk into Pack Rat, I guess is what they would do. Yep. Coercive Portal. That's a good top deck. I am fine with... I'm pretty fine with taking a hit right now. I kind of want to save Toxic Deluge for one more turn. I want them to discard Reclamation Sage. So let's go Volcanic Island, Shard of Course, discarding probably Palinchron. I'd rather Time Spiral than cast a Palinchron. So they draw more cards. That was a very good top deck, because Garruk was not scary at all. Let's vote Carnage, just to see. I want him to play Reclamation Sage, or discard it. That way we can run out the Signet and get more mana. Thrag Tusk. Alright. That's a beefy boy. Yep, take it. Ever-flowing Chalice. There's a problem. So Chalice is a really good Reclamation Sage target. I feel like we might be better off just passing with Foff to get High Tide going. Yeah, I like doing that more. Because we can like High Tide, Seething Song, I mean Chalice for 0 even, just to get Storm. Take 5, 6, they can hit us for 7 right now. Thrike Tusk is good against the Deluge, but I still think it should be in the deck. And we have to remember that they do have an Assassin's Trophy, which they're probably just going to hold up. As they should. Yep, discard Lotus Cobra. So that's enough to be lethal next turn, so they don't really need to make any more rats. Okay. Okay, and they pass, so let's off here. I don't know, maybe we should have Imperial Sealed for mana drain. That might have been better. Yeah, there it is. So mana drain doesn't do anything. How much storm can we generate here? Actually, mana drain can like let us cycle a card. This might be the worst split I've ever seen so far. You can't give me Dark Ritual and Tendrils in the same hand, right? If you do that, I'm gonna go Dark Ritual, Chalice for 0, Toxic Deluge, Tendrils, hold up mana drain. I don't think you want that to happen. Okay, this is getting better. I'd probably just have to take the hand with Dark Ritual and hope to get lucky. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good split, because Mana Drain doesn't do anything for us. Lotus Bloom doesn't do anything, and the Rogue Tendrils, I mean, it can gain us life, but we don't have double black. I'll take the Ritual, I guess. We need High Tide here. And High Tide. Mana Flare also is decent. What do you have? On upkeep? Oh, are you gonna Assassin's Trophy my Mana Confluence? I don't have any use for that on upkeep, but this can just get us black mana. That's a bold move. Right, we could... Yeah, we don't have any instant speed spells, but this makes our Mind's Desire more enticing. Yeah, let's do it. Get a swamp, right? Yeah. Ooh, we drew an island. That's pretty good. So let's go island. We gotta start with Dark Ritual. Then we go Seething Song. Can we play... basically we need to decide if we're time spiraling or Mind's Desiring. So the storm count is 2, we can make it 3, 4, 5. But we don't have any like major untaps because we already lost Frantic Search. So probably Time Spiral is our best bet. So we just go Seething Song here, floating a single black. Cast Chalice for 0. Yeah, I think it's got to be Spiral because we have a lot of good things we could hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. That might do it. That's 5, okay. We can go Mana Flare. Yeah. And then this lets us Demonic Tutor. And I want to float a blue here. For Probably a Frantic search just to get mana going. Because we can also Time Twister here. Frantic search has got to be more mana than anything else, right? Palancron, I think we can cast. Let's Frantic search. Tap this for red. Let's cast Frantic search. Ooh, Mind's Desire is good. So discard Jace, Arid Mesa, untap 1, 2, 3 here. I guess we want that. Storm count is 8. Mind's Desire got to be very close to just getting there. We can just hit Tendrils at some point. 1, 2. Sure. Double blue. 8 spells. Island. Mountain. Seething Song. Lotus Bloom. Gush. Wow, that was pretty good actually. We got High Tide. Seething Song. Lotus Bloom. Yeah, probably just Gush right now. Chart of Course, 1,000 Year Storm. Okay, that's probably gonna do it. So Time Twister draws more than everything else. 1,000 Year Storm might be sketchy with the mana, right? We don't actually have any rituals, so let's Time Twister here. Because we just want to find Tendrils, basically. Okay, Tendrils, that should do it. Wow, this hand is super gas. Tendrils you out. 14, wait. Let's get a little bit more Storm just to make sure they can't gain life or anything. Frantic Search. 2. Discard Swamp and Toxic. Dark Ritual. 17 times 2 is enough to kill them. Okay. Wow, this deck is so powerful. Mana Flare is really the key here. Okay. Die, 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 die. Nice. See you guys round 2. Hello and welcome to round 2. Round 1 was really fun. Let's hope we can do that again. So we're on the draw. I think this is fine. The combination of Detaxing Probe and Mana Drain is pretty nice. We can see what we want to counter and then counter it. Ooh, Tendrils. So we definitely want to fetch. And I don't think we have any 1-drop blue spells. Our opponent being on white makes me kind of want to just probe right now to see what they have. But that doesn't actually tell us anything. Yeah, let's save the life. Okay, Banisher Priest. Okay, this is going to be a good mana drain. And this should be shown to us over here. Okay, we drew an Is It Signet. Wow. Opponent kept a real sketchy one. They drew Plains? Eesh. Okay. Fortunately, they can't do anything too scary next turn. They can play a Sword of Fire and Ice. And then we should be able to mana drain off of this Is It Signet, where it's not that scary anymore. There's Forest and there's the Sword. Oh. Alright, that's a pretty good draw. Now we definitely have to counter this Sword. I don't really want this Tendrils. I kind of want to just set up for a Time Spiral here. So let's go Faithless Looting. Oh, we can suspend a Bloom. Unfortunately, we cannot cast this Everflowing Chalice. But we're gonna get at least 3 mana off of this mana drain. Do we play land? Yeah, we played a mountain. I think I want this land. You can discard probably Tendrils. I mean, that tells him what's up, but that's fine. So Mana Drain's gonna give us 3 mana probably. And then we Time Spiral. This is not gonna go super well for us, is it? Yeah, I guess we do that. Suspend Bloom. Alright, bringing in, wow, they drew another, they drew extremely well this game. Alright, well, I like that. That's a good thing to Mana Drain here. Otherwise they just Gideon Emblem and then Crusader hits for like 10,000 damage. Yep. So Lotus Bloom is at 2. Okay, Island is pretty nice. So we can Factor Fiction here and then set up a Time Spiral next turn. But this Time Spiral is almost free, it costs 2 mana. So another blue, because we have like the outs to just go off. Although, our opponent's like not really threatening us. Oh no, they can play an equipped sword if they draw a land. Hang on. Because we can just do this and play Factor Fiction this turn, but then that sets us up to get our thing exiled by Nahiri. I guess the main question is, do we want a Factor Fiction or not? I think I just want to do this now, because if we draw like High Tide or another spell, yeah, let's fact. It's a lot of cards. Oh. What do they give us? I'm taking the mana almost for sure. Because yeah, we see their hand. Land plus sword hits us for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Charter Course, Lotus Petal. I guess I take these. We can discard Seething Song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And we can Charter Course now. Discard a Swamp. Oh, Imperial Seal is really nice. So we can just seal for Mana Flare here. And then set up a Time Spiral. Yeah. We fall to 1 if they get a sword. If they get a land. Okay. Take the damage. So we're dead next turn. For sure. Which is unfortunate because we get 1 more Lotus Bloom here, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So it comes down to 1. So we have land, Lotus Petal. I'm actually gonna crack the Petal here for I guess doesn't really matter. Let's add blue. Mana Flare into Time Spiral. And we don't need that much red. Okay, Frantic Surge, Time Twister. We should be able to just go off here. That's 5 lands. Let's start with Frantic Search just to get some mana going. I guess we don't need to do that much, but we want to save. Let's get some more black mana here. Blue, blue. Frantic Search. Oh, Gushed is good. Discard 2 islands. Untap these. Taxian Probe them. Enter Priest, Brightling. Okay, so they're like weird Nile aggro. Oh, there's a Tendrils? Storm count's 5. I guess let's Gush. 6. Faithless Looting. That should probably get us there. Draw 2, discard 2. Imperial Seal. What do we even want? We just want like a bunch of Storm. Oh, 1,000-Year Storm. We could just cast it, right? Storm count is 8. It doesn't really matter here. I guess we could just get Demonic Tutor. And then chart a course. And then discard this. And then play Demonic Tutor. For Dark Ritual. Just to be sure that we Dark Ritual. Tendrils them. And that should do it. Yep, Mana Flare is super busted in this deck. Confirmed. Okay, moving on. So definitely bringing in Toxic Deluge. I feel like that's probably all I need. They look to be a little bit clunky in their deck. And Faithless Looting is actually very good here, but I think it's a little bit worse than things like Chart a Course, Frantic Search. Maybe Palancron is just unnecessary. Actually, yeah, let's just cut Palancron. We don't need it. They're just playing like all 4-drop Planeswalkers, and we are not doing that. So I think we're fine. The best way to play that deck for those watching. Ooh. I don't want to get hit by Wasteland. The best way to play this deck is to have low drop creatures and mana denial. Like if they played Thalia there, then we're in some amount of trouble. Ooh, we can Demonic Tutor here. I like doing that. I think I just hit a Mana Flare. Mana Flare is like the best card in our deck by far. We could also hit Mana Drain and just hope they don't play anything. Maybe I should have waited, but I think this is the time. Mana Flare Frantic Search is really good though. Let's do that. It also goes to our hand, and then Jace can give us more cards. Yeah, if opponent's not doing anything. Island, Jace. Even if they counter it, I don't care that much. Okay. Is this like an Armageddon situation, or how do you not have any plays by turn 4 in an aggro deck? Sure. I don't mind that at all. Yep, make a soldier. That's cool. So Jace is still just gonna make me draw. I don't want them having anything. Imperial Seal. Okay, so we can seal for something like High Tide even. Let's fetch. Get a Volcanic. We can... Wait, can we go off this turn? That's the real question. I don't really see the need, honestly. Yeah, there's actually no need. But we can Imperial Seal for Time Spiral, and that should just get us there. That's like a lot of cards. Or wait, does 1,000-Year Storm get there? How much mana do we have next turn? So we can go, because we're going to play the Signet now. We can go Dark Ritual, filter that into red with Signet, Seething Song, 1,000-Year... Oh, that's actually way better. Because we'll have a Frantic Search cast like 3 times. Wait. So we have Signet, we play land, we go Dark Ritual, 3 mana, filter the Signet for red, play Seething Song, And how much mana is that? Dark Ritual gives us 3. And then this goes down to 2. 1 with the red. No, actually that's not as good. I think I just want Time Spiral. Or we can take a mana drain and then we can Frantic Search into it because we're like winning so handedly, but Time Spiral is the greedy play. I like the greedy play. Then we can just jam a Signet here. Our opponent has shown like nothing busted, but I guess we die to Armageddon this way, so. Sure, you got it. Those watching, I think this is the worst deck in the whole cube. Not theirs specifically, but green, white, 4-drops just does not win against many things here. And if they're giving flying and then hitting Jace, well, they're going face, you're giving me more card draws? Okay. I'm okay with that. So I kind of want to save my Jace draw here. Let's go land. Dark Ritual. Seething Song. I want to save the black mana. Mana Flare. Frantic Search. I want a Jace draw, so I have something to discard here. Frantic Search, using the blue, it doesn't really matter. Wow, these are both bad. Tap some lands. We have enough mana to Factor Fiction here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, we have Time Spiral. Yeah, we might as well do it while we can. Oh yes. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we cannot 1000-Year Storm and Time Spiral, unfortunately. So we're just taking High Tide. But High Tide into Time Spiral, unless we brick super hard, should just win the game. Really? You gave me all of those. We have nothing to flash back. I just want to make sure the mana works, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're 2 mana short. Take pile 1. Cast double blue, cast High Tide. Tap all of this, blue, red, this, Time Spiral. And we're gonna have tons of blue, so. Okay, we win. One more, that's enough. So we can go. I guess we can lead off with a Factor Fiction because might as well. We have plenty of blue. There's Tendrils. They really put Mind's Desire all by itself. We have Tendrils in it. Choose pile 1, cast Chalice. They literally gave us the win. So let's probe them just to be safe here. Oblivion Ring, Gideon, like everything in their deck is 3 and 4 mana. Don't do that. Okay, let's move to round 3. Yeah, this hand's a keep. I'm beginning to think Pound Crown is bad in this deck, but we have Demonic Tutor, and our opponent is playing Windswept Teeth, which it does not guarantee, but it suggests their deck is aggressive, because green-white are aggro colors. But they could be using it for like off-color fixing, or who knows. We're going to lead off Arid Mace, I believe. And once we hit 5 mana... Ooh. I almost think... How much mana do we need to go Seething Song, 1000-Year Storm, Frantic Search? So... We need 9 total mana, and this is +2. So we need 7 lands in play. That's kind of a lot. I am gonna fetch. I think we want a Demonic Tutor early. We might just get little Jace. Okay, so they're playing Overgrown Tomb. I feel bad now. Let's go Demonic Tutor. I know I should probably have waited one more turn. It really depends on if we think we're going to play this one slow or not. So Jace Balerion is the best, like, consistent card draw. Mana Flare just gives us a ton of mana and is very good with Frantic Search. I think I'm going to play it slow. They're playing little Jace. Jace Balerion's probably good enough. Because we need Mana Flare. Oh, my phone's on? That's loud. We need Mana Flare later on. Taxian Probe. So they don't actually know what I tutored for. Opponent could be on Storm as well, and this could be the straight up mirror match. We have Leovold though, so that's the secret ace in the hole. Although he's hard to cast. Oh. You have Leovold. I see. How do we beat a Leovold? We probably can't. Well, if we have an answer, now's the time to find it. Alright, resolved. Let's see if we have any answers. We really don't. I guess we could set up like a super lucky Mind's Desire into Tendrils. Or we could get 7 lands plus Palancron Mana Flare. That's really hard to do without any draw 7s though. I guess 1,000 Year Storm is our best out. No, is it? Like, that doesn't do anything. I guess 1,000 Year Storm gives Tendril double storm, so we only need 5 spells. Honestly, I think we have to take Mind's Desire and just hope to get lucky. And just play Landed Pass. Yeah, having no else to this in the main. I mean, you know, our opponents have to have it and whatnot. Alright, opponent finally passed through turns, and it's their turn. I'm just going to, let Jace flip. We're basically trying to find out more about their deck. Take 3. Interesting that they didn't want to loot more with Jace. Demonic Tutor. I think we might be getting time spiraled out, guys. Opponent's deck looks nice too. Okay. So or we can theoretically go for it. What would we have to hit for this to even work? They Demonic Tutored. We're gonna lose our hand next turn. We would have to hit Mind's Desire into... no, actually it's not so impossible. We'd have to Mind's Desire into 1,000 Year Storm, Tendrils of Agony, and that would do it, I think. We're gonna lose our hand. They Demonic Tutored. And with Leovold, they have to be running something like that. So now is as good a time as ever. Let's actually have a blue floating, shall we? Seething Song. Oh, they have Mana Drain? I guess we're not losing our hand then. Their deck is like the same as ours. I guess we can find out if they're Storm or not. Nope, they're not Storm. Okay. Karn is a good card. Good card indeed. So... Toxic Deluge. Or do we just bring in Hostage Taker and steal their stuff? That might actually just be better. Because we could just grab them and then we can draw a bunch of stuff. Or we could just play it early. I don't know. So they must have Demonic Tutored from Mana Drain. I don't know if it's worth bringing in Leovold. Just from seeing that. Yeah, I like a good Hosty boy. Let's do that. Because they must have cut all their creature removal. And then we get our Leovold. Alright, we are ready for game 2. We're on the play. And this hand's pretty good, so let's run it. It's still weak to a Leovold, but all of our hands are going to be weak to Leovold, so can't really do anything about that. And I kind of want to go Chalice double kicked on turn 4. But we could go Dark Ritual Chalice double kicked on turn 2. And then Hardcast Gush on turn 3. That's kind of tempting, actually. And then we can just Time Spiral it all away. This seems like a pretty good use of Dark Ritual. Cast with Multi-Kicker, cast twice. Don't you dare daze me. Okay. Okay, they don't have Mana Drain. Let's go Island. And I think I'm just gonna hardcast Gush, unless they cast something that requires Mana Drain. Don't you dare go Forest Leovold. I'm gonna cry. Taxing Probe, sure. It's a good card against me. And Mana Flare into Time Spiral. Oh, they paid the mana on Probe? Why would you do that? That was a mistake. Could have drawn Leovold. Oh, we drew Demonic Tutor? Yo. Do we have the mana? So we can go... I feel like... We're just a little bit short, right? Demonic Tutor... Mana Flare, that just leaves us with 2 mana left for Time Spiral. Can we do it next turn? So we play land this turn, and then we have Demonic Tutor plus 1, 2, 3. We can't even do it next turn. So we can Tutor for Mana Drain, but then we don't have Mana Flare into Time Spiral. We could just play Jace, but then if they play Leovold, actually that's not so bad. I think we gotta go with the least greedy play here and just Demonic Tutor for Mana Drain. And just play Island Pass. Getting Mana Flare would have been pretty nice with Time Spiral, but we could also just draw it. And this is a good card to counter. Because we're gonna Time Spiral anyway. Okay. Get an extra 3 mana. Yeah, so we can just go land Time Spiral and do it all over again. And our deck wants more stuff in play than theirs. Okay, let's go Island. Blue. Just tap this for colorless, I guess. Time Spiral. Oh god, we messed up. That was so bad. We're missing 3 mana now. Eesh. It's okay though. It actually doesn't matter, but that was really bad. We can just Imperial Seal though. And Imperial Seal can find us. Yeah, we should have had way more mana floating. What do we want? We can take a Factor Fiction, but we already have Time Twister. I feel like we honestly probably just take Hostage Taker here so we can take in case they happen to have Leav next turn. That way we're at least top ticking a good card. Because if we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Hostage Taker, Leav. We're 1 mana away from also casting Time Twister. Was this the full debate? They're taking our Chalice? Okay. Well, if they had Leav, they would have cast it, but we can Hostage Taker their Hostage Taker. Two, 3, 4. Is this a thing we want to do? Or do we just wait? I think I just wait 1 turn. Let's play Island and pass. There's just no rush. Karn only comes down on 7. This does, I guess, set us open to mana drain, but I feel like if they had mana drain, they wouldn't have gone with that play. Sphinx. That's a good one to steal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So they get to draw a bunch of cards. Wow, we've drawn like a bunch of lands. So we're gonna Hostage Taker, their Hostage Taker, and then take the Sphinx. And that way... Yeah, makes sense, right? I don't know if we can Time Twister with a Sphinx in play yet. 2, 3, 4. Play you, because we can't Hostage Taker and then take Sphinx. Take this. Cast it. Take this. Pass turn. I'm still guessing they don't have removal. If they play Karn here, though, that's really bad. This looks like a Karn. Vraska. Vraska's not as bad as Karn. Okay. Oh, that's actually worse than Karn because they can have mana drain up now. Yeah, that's worse than Karn. Because they're definitely drawing into mana drain here. Let's go Demonic Tutor. This was our only answer. That's unfortunate. We might just be dead. That is highly possible. We already time spiraled, didn't we? Yep. So we get 1 draw 7 left. What if we just get High Tide and then Time Twister? Hope they don't have mana drain in their 8-card hand. It's not the worst. thing I've ever heard of. I mean, it's better for us to go off now than ever again, right? We could also take... No, I think High Tide's probably our best bet. Because Thousand Year Storm takes all of our mana. Alright, let's do it. And we already played a land, so we can tap out of black, but I think we need to have black mana. Let's play High Tide. I gotta go all in. They have a active Consecrated Sphinx and we used our one answer to it. There's like a 50% chance they have mana drain. Three. Don't counter it. Don't have it. Okay. They didn't have it. I mean, they definitely have mana drain now, but we need a dark ritual here. And we need to draw our own mana drain. Okay, so they have mana drain in hand now. So let's start with a Gush. Okay, there's Dark Ritual. Here's the problem. We need... I was hoping that would hit mana drain, because we need to counter their mana drain is basically what's going to happen here. If we go for a ritual and they counter it, then we just lose on the spot. So I suppose we chart a course. This is really hard. We might still be short mana. I hope they mana drain this. If they mana drain this, we can go... Okay. Oh, we hit Frantic Surge. That's good. They can draw 2. That's fine. So now we can get in with the debate with the Dark Ritual. No, we can't. We have to Frantic Search right now. And then they counter it. They're basically dead. Yeah, I think we have to debate with Dark Ritual because Frantic Search can untap these 2 lands. And how much mana will we have? So if they counter this, we Frantic Search, we have 1 floating, and then we can just go off with Palancron. Okay, so we need them to counter this. Counter spell. And they just have 1 blue floating. Okay. So let's pass the second main. So I guess let's start with Frantic Search. Discard you and you. Untap 3 lands. Yep, you can do that. Play Palancron. Am I missing one? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Play Palancron, then we can go 1,000 Year Storm. I guess it doesn't really matter, right? We can Just tendrils them now. Storm count is 9. I want to play Jace just to make it safe. And then tendrils. Hey, we got there. Got him with the bait. Okay. I don't know. I think I still like the hostage taker plan because it's so sneaky. But our opponent does have quite a few answers to creatures, so if we just run Toxic Deluge, it's a clean answer to everything. Because we do need 7 mana to hostage taker their Leovold. Right, and we're on the draw. Yeah, I think I just want the Deluge here. 7 mana is a lot. I can't believe we won that game. We should have lost. They mulliganed. We have Mana Flare and Frantic Search. I'm gonna keep. This hand is very close. Especially on the draw, it's pretty good. Probe? You can't have probe every game, man! Man, I really want to throw. We're focused on this. This deck is sweet. Our opponent mulliganed to 6. We hit a swamp. That lets us Time Twister if things get bad. Lumbering Falls, okay. Island. Time Spiral is not what we wanted to draw. If we draw something we need to mana drain, we can Gush. This is Leovold, isn't it? I think I got a Gush here. We can draw basically mana drain. Okay. We got a lot to discard. Let's go Swamp. Pass turn, discard Island. Time Spiral. Minus Desire. We basically have to find Toxic Deluge here. That's a pretty good turn 3 against our deck. That's super unfortunate. We're gonna have to like 10 for 1 ourselves. Thief of Sanity, okay. That's also very good against us. They could just hit tendrils and then we can't win the game. Go. This is one of the best starts they can have against us. We need Toxic Deluge and we need it now. That's the main reason why we Gushed. We could either hit Mana Drain and it drew us 2 deeper to hit Deluge soon. There's a lot of busted stuff they can hit here. Okay, it was 2 lands and then a random card. I think if it's tendrils, we literally can't win. Oh, it was Lotus Petal. I think that's ours. Yeah. Oracle. Okay, Oracle's fine. They hit a land. Again, it's Deluge or bust. Like, honestly, I think I have to Dark Ritual Frantic Search right now. This is the most I've ever had to like 3 for 1 myself, but we gotta do it here. Because we can always recoup with Time Twister. And killing their board is like pretty good. We just need to find cards. Oh, that's brutal. I can't really play Mana Flare. And I don't need this extra swamp. That actually really sucks because now I have to wait to Factor Fiction. I think we're just dead. Okay. Yeah, we're 1 mana short here. Come on, Deluge. Signet. This is gonna get Harsh's Taker, but that's okay. Play an island. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They can put us to 2, and then Deluge doesn't even do it. Man, that's such a... Oh! Okay, we get 1 more draw then. If they're not activating Lumbering Falls. But they probably just have Mana Drain. No, if they had Mana Drain, they would have not played Oracle. They could take our Mana Drain. That would be sick. So... it literally has to be this turn. 6 mana Vraska. Yep. No, we're just... yeah, we can't win. Man, that's upsetting. Land, Factor Fiction, just let them know what's up. Oh, I was there? No! At least they know that we had an out that we were drawing to. It's unfortunate. I just concede. They have lethal anyway. Alright, well, that Storm deck was a lot of fun to play. Unfortunate our opponent had leveled. It's the 1 card probably in the cube that could beat us, and they had it. The games they won, which makes sense. Maybe we should have put in more. I think really our best bet was just trying to kill them before they played leveled. I mean, even if they did it like if they didn't have it exactly turn 3, which is really hard to do anyway with the mana, I think we can probably win before then. But we're never beating this card. Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.